Hey everybody, this is obviously Trey, and I have this guy with me.
Good morning.
We are going to kind of give a dry run through of what we're going to be doing on Sunday, and kind of explaining the process and the path we're going to take. But the first thing I wanted to point out is that we're going to be entering at this entrance of the church. We're going to be entering down here. So Cam won't be standing here, but down here on this side where that sign is. And if it's possible, let's not enter in coming down past the church. Let's enter in from down this direction, because we want everybody to be able to turn right as they come in. And from there, we'll have an usher or somebody to be here to kind of point where to go on the first place. We'll also have, probably have one of our children passing out flowers to any of the mothers that would like to receive a flower. And we know that there's some people who are still concerned about who touches what. And so if you're not interested in receiving a flower, it's perfectly okay.
Trey, are we going to send out a map to help people know how to get into that entrance from that side?
Actually, yes, we will. Joey is actually working on that, and we'll send that out as a church-wide email. And so thank you, Cam. We will actually be doing that.
Awesome.
So let me just walk backwards. So we're going to be going up. As you come into the parking lot, you'll take a right, and it'll be pointed to actually take a left. And we'll be coming up this direction, walking up, driving up slowly, but keeping a steady pace. None of this of what we're going to do is designed to be a stop. We'll be moving slowly. Don't drive fast, and obviously don't park and stop. We don't want to have a traffic jam. I wouldn't like to be cited by the Brandon Police Department for creating a traffic hazard. But as we come up to this part of the parking lot, we're going to make a slow turn. And this is the first place where we're going to have our high school seniors. And the goal of this service, this worship time together, I want to reiterate, is not about hooping and hollering and celebrating. We're going to have separate opportunities for that. But this is where we're going to offer blessings and receive blessings. And Cam is going to be stationed somewhere around here. In the corner. And he'll be leading in some worship songs and just singing. And then all the way down that sidewalk, we'll have the seniors, if they have their regalia, they will be in regalia. And what we're going to do is please, please, please don't honk your horn and yell and scream. This is about giving blessings to one another. And so we're building this whole worship service around the Levitical blessing that we find in Numbers, that Moses told Aaron how to bless the people of Israel. The Lord be with you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord give you peace. The Lord be gracious to you. Those are the kind of blessings. And so as you're driving by and you see these seniors here and Cam and other people, what we want you to do is simply say to them those kind of things. The Lord be with you. The Lord be gracious to you. The Lord give you peace. I see Christ in you. Any of those kind of blessings, and receive a blessing back. The seniors might respond. They might say thank you, and that's all okay. But again, we're trying to assemble as a church and celebrate one another's presence and to be seen by one another. So as we're turning back down this part of the sidewalk, we're going to turn left, and over here along the tree line, what we're going to do is have our church leaders. We've got some of the like the church council chair, trustees, SPRC, finance, and our two lay leaders, and we're going to have them stationed out along here, maximizing safe distance, of course, and you will drive by them and they will give you a blessing, and I want you to give them a blessing in return. And say to them again, the Lord be with you, the Lord be gracious to you, and they will be making that blessing to you as well. Again, Cam, this is about us seeing, being seen, proclaiming the good news in the form of simply acknowledging, I see Christ in you. The Lord has has promised to be with us and has been faithful to us. And I'm curious, do you have any questions about what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, Trey, we've never done a service like this, so this is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to be so excited to see everybody from the car. Am I allowed to get out of my car and give people hugs?
No. No touching, safe distance, virtual hugs. I mean, if you want to give people signs and, oh, I miss you, it's good to see you.
Love.
There we go. Any signs, any signs of the cross, however you want to do it. This is really about us loving one another and seeing one another. But the pace in which we're moving is literally the pace in which Cam and I are walking right now. Slowly moving forward. And as we get to this part of the back part of the church, many of you may not have even seen the back loading dock of the CAC. But back here, Joey has planned to have some of the choir members, and he hasn't even told me what they're going to be doing, but there will be some of the choir members singing some songs, some worship songs as you move by and drive slowly. Again, please keep moving at a steady pace. Try not to crowd up against one another's cars. I don't want to have any accidents while we're doing this. That would not be a good thing. And as we make this turn, we're not going to have, we're not going to go way deep into where the barn is. But if the ushers feel like that we need to have a bigger way to absorb some of the crowd, we can do that. Now here is where it gets beautiful. We're going to make our turn here to go past the CAC. And where all this started, this conversation about getting together, was about what the confirmands have been going through, what they've been doing, and the realization that they have publicly now put their faith in Christ, have said that they're ready to follow Jesus, and their faith has been confirmed in them. And Cam has been a part of that, bridging the gap. The youth, they are ready to move. These children are ready to become part of our youth. And what we're going to do is have them along this sidewalk and have them, again, safe distance. But these brothers and sisters in Christ, their faith has been confirmed in them. And we will still have our formal confirmation service and worship later in the year. But this is really what this is about, is confirming what God is doing and blessing them for the decision that they have made to publicly follow Christ.
They've recently finished their confirmation classes with Sherry and Jennifer, and are they setting up meetings with you?
Yes, we will be coming back around to do all the formal stuff. So parents out there of confirmands, I think many of y'all decided that we'd still like to have some of those face-to-face meetings and do it in a safe way. So we're still planning on, thank you, Cam, we're still planning on doing all the stuff that we would normally do. Awesome. But this is just a way for us to miss each other and acknowledge we've missed each other and to see each other's face. The parents of the confirmands, we've allowed them to park every other parking place and stand outside their car opposite of their children if they choose to. So again, they can receive a blessing and you can give them a blessing and vice versa. So just know that you can do that as well. And as we're moving past this point, again, please, no honking and hooping and hollering and yelling and having balloons fly out of your car. This is an effort to worship God in a very different way. And as we're finally approaching past the confirmands, we're going to ask that y'all move underneath the drop-off, the porte-cochere, whatever we call this thing. And I will be under here, and I will give you a blessing. I want y'all to know that I miss you and that I want to see your face. And I will proclaim to you that the peace that Christ gives us is not like the peace that the world gives. His peace is different. And he remains with us and in us, and we will continue to worship until we can come together. Even though differently, we can still come together. And as we are done, you will leave out through this entrance here. And we've asked, actually, if there are any college graduates that wish to stand out here on this side. You are invited to come as well, and so that we can bless you and you can bless us. But the walk through, the drive through, what we're talking about, maybe 7 minutes if we keep moving. Let's do our best again to come in go all the way past the second entrance, somehow loop back around and come back, so you're turning right into the sanctuary, into the parking lot, and then we'll follow our way back around, and we will find a way to worship God together in very unique and different ways. And I just want to say thank you to Cam for his participation in all this and for helping lead us in worship and the work that you've been doing with these students. They've actually been recording for just youth group use, a lesson that they've learned and how the Lord has been with them and sharing their testimony with one another. And what we're actually envisioning is the seniors are speaking back in time to themselves, to the confirmands, and saying, you can do this. Make your way forward. Hold on to one another. Remain faithful to God. And then the college graduates are here when they're leaving and saying, you'll get here one day. Stay faithful, stay true. You can do this. And then the great cloud of witnesses of people, will be coming through to receive and offer a blessing as well. So thank y'all for letting us practice and do this and try this. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be worshipful as best we can. So stay tuned. We'll probably be dropping some more information about this with a map and everything else through email. But you've seen our walk through what we're doing. Prepare your hearts. Begin thinking of blessings that you'd like to share with people. When we do this, we worship God in spirit and in truth. I see Christ in you.